Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Clemson's will have some work to do after that short return. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with, and a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Clemson jumps to the line. The quarterback run game historically has been very good to Clemson.
Reese, and I would argue that Clemson kind of put this on the map. I mean, back in the day with Woody Dantzler, he was such a good athlete, and they used tempo, and they changed the game up a little bit. Everybody saw it, and I think started to implement it more and more, and Clemson's definitely built their brand, especially offensively, on that spot, being able to do that.
Shakes off the tackler. Drills him with the stiff arm. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quarterback on the keeper. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He looks that one in nicely. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quick strike complete. The Mountaineers have a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
West Virginia.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Clemson is quick to the line. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Keeps the legs moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the big fella. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season.
Can anyone catch it? Inside the 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll try the run. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers want to move quickly. He leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Starks. Just steamrolling his way through. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads it downfield. And the ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big gun.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
The aerial assault continues. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes the grab on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets open down the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback adapted. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On second down, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. He now has 106 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense in press coverage. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clemson jumps to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A third and long down coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to throw on second down. Got it set up on the outside.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'm in.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Clemson, 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard.
Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. leaves it with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over and now here you'll choose. Congratulations.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game.